Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're heading over to the Italian Riviera. We're going to explore a really interesting opportunity in Ventimiglia.
hmm
We've got some materials here about a specific property, but it seems like it's pointing towards something bigger, like a lifestyle shift, maybe even a smart investment.
Yeah,
So our mission today is really to dig into what makes this spot, this particular property, kind of stand out right now.
right. And the feeling you get from the source material is quite strong, isn't it? Waking up, seeing the Ligurian Sea, the gardens, that Mediterranean sun.
Yeah.
It definitely paints a picture.
It really does. It taps into that dream, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And, okay, so the core of this is a two-story villa. It's, what, about 3 kilometers from the center of Ventimiglia?
That's right. But the setup is what caught my eye. It's actually two separate apartments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 70 square meters each, both with their own entrances. That gives you a ton of flexibility.
Right, I see. So you could have, like, families staying, but with their own space?
Exactly. Or, guests visiting makes it much easier. Or, and this is key for the Riviera, you could rent one out. Potential income stream right there.
That makes a lot of sense, given the location. Built-in optionality, kind of.
Precisely. And, if you wanted one big place, apparently you can combine them. So it could become a single 140 square meter home, too.
Okay, so it covers quite a few bases then.
Seems like it. And then there are the amenities, which really scream Riviera lifestyle.
Like the pool?
Yes, the private pool. And it's got sea views. That's a big one. Plus a really large garden, 3,000 square meters.
Wow, that's substantial, so plenty of privacy.
Privacy and space to, make your own if you like gardening or just want that feeling of space around you.
Yeah, I can definitely picture, like, evenings out on the terrace there. But it's not just about the lifestyle stuff, is it? They mentioned some practical things, too.
Right. The roof has been recently renovated, which is always good news.
Less hassle down the line.
Exactly. And they've put in a modern solar panel system.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So thinking about energy efficiency.
Yeah, and potentially energy independence, lower running costs. It's that blend of the dream lifestyle and some pretty sensible, pragmatic features. The solar panels could really help offset energy bills, depending on the system size, obviously.
Right. And a new roof just gives you that peace of mind.
For sure.
So, okay, you get the sunsets, the pool, the whole Mediterranean vibe, but also maybe lower bills and less maintenance worries.
Yeah,
Seems like a good combo.
it does.
Now, the materials we have really push this idea that it's not just about the villa, it's about Ventimiglia itself. They call it a Renaissance jewel of the Riviera. That sounds significant.
It does, doesn't it? It suggests the city isn't just, ticking along. It's actively changing, improving. There's a sense of momentum.
And its location seems key to that story.
Absolutely fundamental. Look where it is sandwiched between Monaco and San Remo.
Right.
And the French border is right there. Menton is the next town over. So you're tapped into like 3 different environments almost.
Yeah. Italian Riviera, French Riviera, Monaco, all within easy reach.
Exactly. And crucial for access, nice international airport is less than an hour away by car.
Okay, that's really practical. Makes it easy to get to for you or for visitors.
It creates this interesting mix. You get the authentic Italian feel, but you're really close to these major international hubs.
So what's driving this renaissance they talk about? Any specifics?
Well, the big one they highlight is the new marina, Cala del Forte.
Ah,
And significantly, it's managed by the Port of Monaco.
okay, that's a big deal. Monaco's involvement probably brings a certain cachet investment.
Precisely. You'd expect it to attract, luxury yachts, high-end restaurants, shops. It elevates the whole area's profile, creates jobs, brings in money.
Right, a ripple effect.
Definitely suggests a shift towards perhaps a more upscale market. But it's not just the marina. They also mention improvements to the city itself.
Like what?
Updated waterfronts, restoring historic buildings, creating new public spaces, things that make the city nicer to live in, more attractive visually.
So tangible improvements to the quality of life there.
Exactly. Which leads to another point. They emphasize authenticity.
Ah, yeah. That it still feels genuinely Italian.
Right. Unlike maybe some other Riviera spots that can feel a bit overrun by tourism, they mention the famous Friday market, for instance.
Okay. Local produce, local goods.
Yeah, described as a real hub of local life, not just for show, it's part of the city's character.
And the old town, Ventimiglia, Alta.
Narrow streets, old churches. That sense of history is still very present.
So you've got the history, the local culture, the market.
Add in the beaches, the hiking nearby, and the alpine foothills, the Ligurian food. It builds a picture of a really rich, enjoyable lifestyle. It's not just about looking at the sea.
It's about the whole experience.
Spot on.
Okay, so tying this back to the property.
Yeah.
If the town is improving, becoming more attractive, that sounds good from an investment perspective too, right?
That's certainly the implication. The material points out that property prices in Ventimiglia are, well, generally more affordable than Monaco or parts of the French Riviera next door.
Right, but you still get the access, the climate, the lifestyle.
Exactly. So you've got this potentially more accessible entry point combined with the city that seems to be on an upward curve with infrastructure improvements and growing appeal.
Which suggests potential for, property values to increase over time.
That's the logic, yes. It looks like a place that's investing in itself, becoming more desirable. So buying in now could be seen as getting in while that transformation is still underway.
So it's that combination, again, the desirable lifestyle, but also maybe some financial upside down the road.
That's the narrative. This villa, seen in the context of Ventimiglia's changes, isn't just a nice house. It's potentially a stake in a location that's actively evolving.
So for you listening, it seems the idea here is bigger than just, buying a vacation home. It's presented as a doorway into a specific kind of life. That blend of having your own private space, the villa, the pool, but also being part of this dynamic Italian city that's close to everything but still feels authentic.
Yeah, it's an interesting balance, isn't it? That Italian pace and charm, but with the energy of positive development and proximity to global centers.
It really makes you think about what you're looking for. Is it just the sun and sea, or is it also about being somewhere with potential, somewhere that's going places?
It definitely poses that question. It's about the whole package, the property, the location, the future prospects.
Absolutely. So as you maybe picture yourself enjoying that Ligurian sunshine, seeing Ventimiglia changing around you, maybe the final thought is this. Considering the peace of the villa and the buzz around the region's potential, what kind of personal renaissance, perhaps, could an opportunity like this unlock for you?